Alright, welcome along to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Time for the West Balkans DLC. Long awaited. We've also got a community event that ties in apparently with the Black Sea DLC content as well. So it's kind of a bit of a twofer. So cruising Balkans, West Balkans, external contracts, 15 cities out of I think like 30 or something. So it's pretty good. Minimum 200 kilometers. I hate when they do that. But whatever, okay. To me, so long as it's between two unique cities, that's all that should matter. The minimum distance is just a pain in the butt. But never mind, they don't ask me these things. And then Road to the Black Sea, we're doing another event, including the Black Sea DLC. Since they're next to each other, I guess. Kind of makes sense. Get a pelican ornament out of that. And also, same rules, 15 cities, 200 Ks. So we need to do a total of 30 cities, it seems. It's going to be harder to keep track of those as well, because we've already been there before. So we've parked ourselves down in Romania. So hey, we can immediately get one from here. If we sort by route length and we do the shortest, no, okay, other way around. There we go. Always get those round the wrong way. Oh, apparently we can go from Belgrade. Interesting. We'd have to get there first. So we want something more like that. The more we can just jump around short things, that's great. That's only 156 Ks, so we know that we need to do at least 200, which is very annoying. Especially given how small this whole area is. So the best bet looks like it'll be to go to Belgrade, but the other side of. Interesting. We're going to be doing a lot of crisscrossing. There's going to be so much crisscrossing, so much doubling back. It's going to be really weird. So Balkans down ETS2. It's finally I can go to the second worst politically stable place in Europe. Yeah. Yeah, basically. That's probably why it took them so long. This bothers me. This is what really bugs me, the fact that Greece wasn't part of it. I guess they can do Greece and Turkey, like the rest of Turkey. But it bothers me. Why? Why not just include it? Never mind, moving on. So yeah, 200k minimum distance. Has to be an external contract, so we're going to be like speed limited and stuff. But hey, we've got to do 30 out of these places that we've already been. No, 15, sorry, out of these places, and then 30 out of these. How many cities are in Romania? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so we could only need to just go to everywhere in Romania. But they do have to be 200 kilometers minimum. Yay! I might need to keep a list or something of these, to be honest. We'll worry about that offline. Greece is the new Ireland. Yeah, right. Pretty much. Poor Ireland, just sitting there since day one, just going, we exist? And the rest of Wales and the north of Scotland. So yeah, we're here. We're part of Great Britain too.
Get the job done.
Indeed, time to get the job done. So, we're in a place that apparently we've not even explored before. So that's fun. So while we're at it, let's just do a little bit of a drive around here, because oops, crunch. Maybe this is a new depot or something, because they did add a bunch of extra content. Oh, I also need to reconfigure my truck so it's not nearly as twitchy, because we're no longer just racing around. We're actually trying to seriously deliver trailers now. So I should kit it out with like the extra axles, like the longer chassis and stuff. So we'll go back to the services and do that. I mean, we still like being able to turn quickly, but we don't want the 6-speed gearbox anymore. We want a gruntier gearbox in case we pick up heavy trailers, because we don't know what deliveries are going to be thrown at us. ECS is running out of Europe, I know, right? And they're doing their best to go back and redo everything as well. I mean, they did put Heart of Russia on hold. I don't know if they'll ever get back to that. I hope that they just do Ukraine, personally. Or just go, you know what, okay, we're just going to do it based on X border or whatever. So we want to crank this up. 6x4. Confirm. We're just now kitted out a little bit better for heavier deliveries, which may be useful. How old is the Italy DLC? I'm not sure. 2018, a new major bridge collapsed. I wonder if it's still in the game. Not sure.
Let's go.
I know they included some big, like, construction project actually in the game. Which might have been the repairs of that bridge. There was, like, a whole community event around, like, supplying things. They did the same thing for the Big Sur slip over in ATS as well. But I'm not sure on the particulars.
Okay.
That was a long time ago. I'm just exploring this roadway around here. In case you're wondering, why am I not going where I'm supposed to? I'm very good at not going where I'm not supposed to. Going where I'm not supposed to, rather. Not going where I'm supposed to. I can speak, honestly. Some weird just kind of road reshuffles around here, it seems. So we've been to this stretch with the garage, but apparently not the bits in between. So, go figure.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Then up here, we've got to go all the way along to this point. There we go. And now we need to get up to
When possible,
this point.
make a U-turn. Finding new routes. Never
We're not going to have too much of this going on. I am cognizant of the fact that I do just want to finish the deliveries off as well. But knowing what I do know about how tricky it is about the map exploration,
please make a U-turn.
I'm making some efforts to not have to come back here. I suppose I shouldn't care too much about the bits that are right by the services and a garage, because I can easily come back here and fast travel. So I think in future, the next time we encounter this sort of thing, we won't bother quite so much. Simply because we know we can come back here at any point, like offline and stuff.
Recomputing.
So now let's just go up here,
Please make a U-turn when possible.
and that'll just finish this off. Fine, and you know what? Bump, 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 bump. Let's just go across here. There's a gap in the median up here anyway. 2018 was 5 years ago.
Go
Yes,
straight.
that is indeed how mathematics works. that is subtraction, my friend. Oh, seriously? This has discovered both sides of this road? I should have stayed on the left? That's rude. Okay, no, once again, there's a garage right there. I'm not going to go back and do it now. Let's not waste so much time just on exploration yet. That's not the road I wanted.
Keep right.
We are closer to the 60s than the 60s. Yes, in a manner of speaking, you are correct. Yeah, I remember there was that factoid because they were like bringing back that 70s show or something, or
Keep
doing like that 90s show,
left.
and people pointing out, yeah, we're actually kind of closer to the 70s one direction than we are the other now, or like it's practically equal.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Pretty funny,
Turn right.
but that is indeed how the passage of time does work. Okay, this bit we are just gonna go up here,
Finding new routes.
explore this, turn around, because it's right here and it's a little bit further away from the garage.
When possible, make a U-turn.
We're gonna need to sleep, but the good thing about the external contract is because they're judged based on real time, not in-game time,
Get ready to turn left.
we don't need to worry about however many times we might need to sleep along the way.
Turn left.
The only thing you have to worry about is don't crash, because you can't call for the emergency services
Here we
without
are,
cancelling the delivery,
kind of on time.
which is kind of stupid, but... So, which one do we want? I believe it's the closest one to me. Here we are. There's a little white marker underneath the front of it. Oh.
Get on with it.
Okay, so where are we going? Belgrade. Next rest stop in 1 hour 47. So yeah, we're going to have to stop out of town. Let's take a look at the map and see where it's leading us. So we've got a lot of squiggles going on. Oh, there's a viewpoint up there and everything? That's cruel. We're going to have to just leave a lot of that stuff for another time. It's too far out of the way. So there is rest stops at the border crossing. Otherwise, the gas station there is probably my best bet, I suspect. So let's just put a pin down so I don't forget, hopefully. Okay, Belgrade is a really messy place, looks like. You know what bothers me? I'm sure there's a road that goes there. Or here. Like, does it not look like that and that should connect? Why you gotta make me go all the way around, dude? That's rude. Never mind.
Okay, here we go.
See, Geralt sounds as resigned to his fate as I do.
Turn left. Turn left.
Alright, so this will be a new road out of town.
Keep right, and then turn right.
It's not being able to call services, so they want people to actually drive the correct amount of miles. Since they do the how many miles have people driven this event, teleporting will skew the numbers. You're not wrong, but I feel that that's just something you should take on. And also, the external contracts don't just exist for community events, right? The external contract scheme or mechanism exists the whole time. And it doesn't generally matter. They can still work out the number of miles you've traveled. If you yourself need the services, then you should then be able to go, okay, yep, I've had to teleport X distance because I crashed. Therefore, I now have to travel a bit further in order for this delivery to count.
And then turn left.
But the other part of that is that I have long hated the idea of it being based on miles traveled. Like, for the personal goals, where it's like the 200-kilometer minimum, get rid of it. Don't like it. You already got unique cities as the qualifier, so it doesn't matter in terms of the distance traveled. In terms of the overall distance traveled for the like community goal and stuff, I mean, people are going to do a lot of driving anyway, right? It really doesn't matter. The sort of people who are going to contribute the most to those sorts of goals, which they always smash, by the way. Like, there's never a problem with falling short of those goals. Like, it really wouldn't make any difference. It's just a really weird thing that, on the one hand, the external contracts are kind of like an easier mode that you don't have to worry about time delays and stuff. But if you crash, you're stuffed. It's really weird like that. It's at the same point, almost like sandbox mode, but also hardcore. Whereas I think that they should just be a really good... Am I in the wrong lane? Excuse me? I think it should be a really good thing for new players to be able to do the external contracts. But if they're having to worry about not crashing and not being able to call for services, then that's not so easy. Oh, okay. Those red lights at the top there are not on. But they are not illuminated. I could not see them. And this also doesn't work. We're falling at the first hurdle of this border crossing, it seems. So, which lane am I meant to take? Oh, there's one that says trucks. Okay, so we've got to go all the way around the outside. Okay. I'm not sure why that matters, game, but okay, thanks. Never mind. Don't think you've ever talked to someone who used the external contracts missions over the default when it's not a community event? Oh yeah, probably not. I definitely rarely do. Hey Razor, happy affiliate anniversary. Twitch made me do it. Yep, that's fair. Twitch also made me do it. Thank you very much. Yeah, when I opened up OBS, I got the same thing in chat of wish yourself an affiliate anniversary, apparently. Okay. I guess I can do that. See, this is much more obvious in terms of trucks here, cars there. The other one, those signs were not prominent. Am I still waiting? Yeah, there we go. And away we go. We are now entering Serbia. We'll see if we can get a good Belgrade on our test. Next rest stop, 52 minutes. I might dial the GPS map in a little bit closer. There we go. Instead of it being the biggest picture. Vršac. I'm not sure how you pronounce that thing with the bit over the S.
Go straight.
We should go into scenic mode, shouldn't we? Yeah, someone playing basketball over there. That's cool. Since we're here, I'm just gonna jump in here since we know that it matters. And bump. And back again. Don't mind us, we're just sticking our nose where it doesn't belong. Oh, and I hit a parked car and the alarm is going off. Oops. Nice touch. Well, a bad touch, I guess, but... these things happen. That'll leave a mark. It'll buff out, it's fine. These are very thin fields. I mean, that's crop diversification at its best, I guess, but that's very thin. I have been playing Farming Simulator on PlayStation because it's on PS Plus, so I can play it for free. It's also been on Game Pass for ages, but I haven't got around to it. Kind of fun, but a bit of a drag. Feels like it could have a few more, like, management bits to it, rather than having to do things as much yourself. Now, we're here mostly to sleep, but we'll also fill up on gas too, because why not? There we go. We'll just park like that, shall we? Bonk. I want to make so many jokes, I know they'll ruin my persona as a good person. It's fine. We don't expect people to be good people here. It's really dark. I'm just wondering whether or not I should sleep again, since it doesn't matter. Yeah. We're just gonna sleep half the day away. So that way we have daytime to drive in. Because again, external contract, doesn't matter. We have 21 hours to deliver this thing. Hey, we just really like this scenery, right? Let's fill on up. Hey, it's BTS petrol. Would think it would be more popular. There's a weird car park spots there. Okay, I'll let you go first. Okay. I was letting you go first, but it's like, no, after you. No, after you. It's the two people dodging each other in the hallway. Now, there's a viewpoint up this side road, and it's like a wind farm place or something. The easiest way for me to discover that will be at some point to just accept a quick job from there and teleport to that depot and work my way down again to the main road. Yes. See, the thing is, you could say that every time I'm playing American Truck Simulator too.
Turn left.
So it seems Belgrade's a much bigger city than I ever gave it credit for. Just driving around the outskirts of it, it seems. I'm guessing this is like the ring road, basically. And yeah, it's big. It was the same with Bucharest, actually, in Romania. It's much bigger than I expected. So up here is the way that you actually get into the city. The exploration of these gas station bits is going to be really annoying, I can tell already. Also, we're only discovering half the road as we go along. Also very annoying. We're likely to jump back across the border at some point.
Keep right, then exit right.
Getting the 15 cities for the new DLC won't be as much of a problem, or at least tracking them won't be as much of a problem. The problem is going to be the Black Sea ones, where we've already explored all of the cities. We've done all the discovery already. And then tracking the 15 unique cities going to and from. We know that we've done one from, because we started in Romania. I quick traveled down there to kick off the event, not realizing that there was going to be another component to it. Yeah, enters textures, here's gunshots. That's normal. I mean, isn't it in Texas? I feel it is. Just people just celebrating. Just firing off pistols. Especially if it's like the 4th of July, you know. Sounds normal to me. I mean, the funny thing is that we hear gunshots here a lot because there's a gun club like a kilometre away from our house. We're near the edge of the town that we're in. And out in the country, there's a gun club, has been for decades. So, on weekends, there's often just pop, 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 pop. Doesn't really bother me. There's also a racetrack the other side of town, so sometimes you'll just hear cars driving fast. But apparently they're focusing on horse racing there and not doing car racing anymore, which is a shame, because out of the two, I vastly prefer car racing to animal abuse, so either way. It's up to whoever owns it after all. Big barge down there. Oh, this will be... Is this the Danube through here? I feel it might be. Get the big river cruises. Belgrade discovered. There is a services up there, which will probably be a truck dealer, judging by the question mark next to it. If that means we can quick travel there at some point, that's really useful. Big housing developments going in here. So not only is it a large city, it's a growing city. Tends to be the case. And we're heading up here to then be able to go south and around and everything. Oop, little bit of a bump there. It's the problem with the third person view. A lot less control. New Zealand isn't their natural habitat. Try to retake their country from sheep. There's a lot less sheep per capita than there used to be. Dairy farming for cows and such is much more prevalent. Good news about either of those things is that they're not exactly aggressive animals. It's not like Australia having to deal with emus, so yeah, we're pretty safe. And like half of our country down here is still just undeveloped, basically. You look at the South Island, half of it's just mountains. I'm already dreading having to come back to these places and go round and round and round all of the intersections. But given the amount of back and forwards and such we're going to have to do to hit the 200-kilometer minimum distance for deliveries, we're going to be backtracking over these sorts of roads a lot, I suspect. So we can try and make sure that we tailor our routes to go directions through intersections that we've not been before. Should keep it interesting. Unfortunately, I think I figured out one time that it has to be minimum 200 from the menu that you take the job. You can't take a shorter job and then just drive further to artificially extend it, which is a bit of a shame. Milos the Great. Alright. Don't know what's so great about it, but I guess we'll find out.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
I mean, I do love how all of these exits so far, they've had nice big shoulders, nice wide corners. When are they going to redo the UK, huh? Come on. I can even overtake this dude. It's great.
Keep left.
That's what you need. I do really wonder why I had to do this whole, like, up and around and everything, instead of just having one little curve going from the one that I came on down below there, just off to this one that I'm on now. I could have just gone from the right-hand lane over there to the end of this corner up here, right? Just would have spliced through this field. There's already a track down there. Oh well. Gotta work around all of the field placements and stuff. I do really appreciate, like I was alluding to before, there's the diversity of fields. It's not all just one big colour or anything. You've got different crops and different stages of growth. You should release an update with their map DLC. Do they? They've just been releasing updates, like, time after time after time, right? There's just lots of updates. The next one is going to be redoing Switzerland, looks like, which is pretty big. Wait until after the DLC's announced to release the update? Yeah, not really.
Keep right, and then exit right.
So they've just been doing so many updates just along the way. Because there's just so many places they want to update, it seems. Really feels that trying to get the 100% is just chasing a moving target if you stay on the current branch. We'll get back to that after the community event. I didn't even look at what my map percentage had dropped down to overall. Because it was like, I think we were at 75.6% or something. We'd managed to get above 75% with our last little bit of exploration through the Baltic states. I can only imagine it's down around 60% again by now.
Turn left. Keep left.
This is a weird place to have an industrial area.
Turn left.
There's a big, like, truck park over here.
Turn left.
I'll just dip into that. Sure, why not? And now, like, a chemical plant or something in the middle of suburbia. Okay. Seems safe. It's fine. We're doing Germany. I think they're still doing California. They're at phase 3 of California. And they're still doing bits of Germany, but they've also completely redone Austria and they're completely redoing Switzerland next. They're doing a lot. And working on all the DLCs. definitely doing better. Would take them up to 3 years to release a map DLC. Yeah, they've expanded it a lot. I've got like 3 or 4 different map teams now.
You have arrived at your destination.
And just got a lot more efficient with their process, I suspect. Yeah, I just feel like playing it safe, to be honest. I'm not that fussed today about trying to get all of the deliveries done. It's been a hell of a week. We're gonna play it safe. There you go. I can't be bothered with reversing. Well, first delivery in the new area done. Jobs complete. Nice. It's not like I need the XP for maneuvering the trailer anyway. So we're 1 from 15 for that, and we're 1 from 15 from that. So the need to be 200 kilometers or more is really annoying. I do not like that at all. Okay, external contracts. Where can we go next? So we could just drive down there first. I mean, we could take that delivery. We don't need to take an external contract, and so it's too short to actually count, but it gets us to the right place. And we may as well. So yeah, you know what? We'll take it. Why not? Back when ATS was out, people were scared it would slow down ETS 2. Yeah, well, the idea is that they hired more people. Pretty sure that they're separated from... Yeah, definitely. Yeah. They've got like 2 map teams for ATS, and they've got at least 1, if not 2 separate teams for ETS2 as well. Right, that's how they can be working on multiple DLC at a time. That's not the right way out. They can be working on multiple DLC at a time for both games, basically. Well, they can be doing DLC for ETS2 plus map updates. ATS, they've got like 2 DLC on the go at a time, plus map updates, so maybe they have 3 teams there, not sure. Things like the design team and the sound team and stuff like that, they will still be like 1 probably for the company, and they'll just divide their time between. But for the actual map design and implementation, definitely got multiple on the go. They've mentioned that sort of thing in their updates and stuff as well, so it's not even that much conjecture. You can go back through the updates and they mention their different teams and stuff. Started as a dev that made hunting sims, yep. From humble beginnings. Hey, everyone started somewhere. What I really wish is that the devs of Farming Simulator cooperated with, or at least took some cues from the devs of SCS software, because the vehicle handling and driving in Farming Simulator, even 22, is terrible. Like, there's just no feedback in the controls at all, and it's worse than GTA driving, I swear. It's so bad. And you're spending a lot of time in that game in vehicles, right? You want them to handle nicely, or not, maybe not nicely, but realistically, should I say. But it's just so bad.
Turn right.
Yet he made that corner with a long trailer.
Turn right. Turn right.
Third game was the first 18 Wheels of Steel. Yeah, that was definitely a big game. That was good fun. I loved the old school 18 Wheels of Steel. American long haul. I have 18 Wheels of Steel on my computer still. I can play that. Whoa, what the hell happened there? Did I clip something? I didn't even notice me clipping something there. That was weird. I was trying to stay away from the barriers in the middle, but it just jumped me around. Odd. Yay, game physics. Yeah, I went back and played a bit of 18 Wheels of Steel at one point. It's like, let's go down nostalgia and start playing it. Ah, yes, this is why we've moved on. It's great for its time. Not aged well. I'd say it's aged worse than the original Euro Truck Simulator. It is older after all. The original ETS is playable. It's still not great. I have speedrun it. It's alright. But, yeah, there's certain parts of it that I actually appreciate. I like that the job mechanism in the original ETS is you are at a city and you choose your destination city and then you choose the delivery you want to do between those two places. And you can do that. Yeah, it's not as realistic, but certainly much better when you're trying to specifically have deliveries between 2 points. None of this, will they have a delivery for me or not? Do I have to stop? No, good. But there's still a barrier arm, which I still don't like. Oh, well, more places need to have the system where you can just drive straight through at full speed. Kind of still playing 18 Wheels of Steel? No, I mean, you're right about the engine having been developed from that, but that's not the same thing. That doesn't mean to say that everything that uses Valve's engine or whatever is, oh, you're playing Counter-Strike. No, that's not how this works. You're still playing a completely different game. You are playing the spiritual and literal successor to those games. Everything that uses Unreal Engine, oh, you're playing Unreal Tournament. No. Not correct.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I mean, if they'd called it 18 Wheels of Steel Europe, they could have, right? That is a good point. They could have done that if they wanted to. But I think it's a good idea that they just went with the much snappier name of Euro Truck Simulator and 2. What I just hope is that they never come out with a Euro Truck Simulator 3. Which is a weird thing to hope for, but the reason for that is because of the amount of continual development and effort that they're putting into ETS 2 and all the DLCs and everything. If they then came out with a 3, it would feel like a huge backward step. Like you'd have a small, unless they immediately came out with it with everything, like all of the areas. But if they did the same thing all over again, it's like, that's the city skylines problem, right? I actually have to stop at this one, do I? Are you going to let me through? Okay, there we go. That's the city skyline and the civilization sort of problem, where, well, okay, you're not wanting to stop. I guess realism? Now get moving. No, don't, I pressed the wrong button. I forgot that I don't have that set up to horn, because I don't usually honk at people.
Time to hit the road.
What was I on about? Oh yeah, likes of City Skylines, you know, Skylines 2 is coming out. That's great, to an extent. But that means that when it comes out, it's bound to lack, again, a bunch of stuff that you would be used to having if you were playing the original game. It's the same with like Civ 6 comes out. And cool, and then you know that they're dribbling out extra mechanisms and civilizations and stuff as DLC again. Don't like that, to be honest. I get it to an extent, but I still don't like it. It just makes me not want to play it until it's finished, I'm afraid.
Exit now.
Okay, that was a bit skiddy. Oh, my front wheels are still set up, like, pinched in for steering really quickly instead of stability. I think that's the problem. I need to push the wheels out to the sides a bit more. Be slower steering, but much more stable, which is a bit more important when you're dealing with a heavy truck. Oops. We're just going to have to be careful. Oh, but we can just set cruise control at least. and then slow down for this corner, looks like. Doesn't tell me to, but I have a feeling I should. Thought it was going to tip over there too. Kragujevac. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. There's going to be a lot of name pronunciation mishaps. We're going to be butchering a lot of words. ETS2 was originally sold in a box, correct? Yeah, and I'm glad that they have just stuck with it instead of just like they could at an early stage have gone, okay, yeah, we're taking this thing digital. Let's do ETS3. I think it's a stretch to say that's the only reason there's an ETS2 because there's significant differences between ETS1 and 2. Like, they clearly wanted to make a sequel. It wouldn't have mattered if it was a digital platform even back then. They would have made a sequel or done it separately. They wouldn't have just expanded on ETS1. They knew what they were doing at the time, I'm fairly sure. But that's more a case of that's why there isn't an ETS3, is because the digital age came into it a lot quicker, and they ran with it instead of deciding, let's not expand this game, let's make another one.
Turn right. Go straight.
And then they've just stuck with expanding on it instead of dropping different versions, which is nice.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
I mean, you also say that, it's originally sold in a box and don't need to release another game every time they want to add something new. Expansion packs were a thing back then, right? You just bought another box with expansions. That's how it used to work. Like Warcraft 3, I have as the original. There was the something of Chaos, and then there was the Frozen Throne released as a expansion pack. You know, that's how it was done. Even World of Warcraft, after that had come out, Burning Crusade, you could buy as an actual physical expansion pack originally. I mean, you could argue that the map releases, they're called DLC simply because that's the mechanism along the lines that are served, but they are expansion packs, is how it comes down. It's just that the mechanism for delivery has been unified. In many respects, it would be in some ways better if that wasn't the case. If it still was a case of an expansion pack and you ran Balkans as a separate thing, so that way, and yeah, you could transfer your saves so you didn't have to start from scratch. That would be handy. But that you could separate them out, it would make the speedrunning leaderboards a lot easier. Because then you wouldn't have to worry about the moving target of all the version changes and stuff messing with old runs. It's a case of, oh, well, for the original Euro Truck Simulator, these are your categories, and you can run them separately. Would make life easier in some respects. Alright, job completed. Party time, excellent. So, no new numbers ticked up because it wasn't long enough. That's alright. We then move on to the next one. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Now we're on to something. Alright, let's pick up again. Finally, after a few refreshes, we have a delivery that's 208 kilometers. The minimum is 200, and it takes us to somewhere new, which is nice. Go past Niche. Unfortunately, that means we're probably going to discover it without actually visiting it, but never mind. So this should count 2 deliveries towards the goal, because we're going from a new city to a new unique city. because the delivery we took to get to where we are was not long enough to qualify.
Come on, there's a job to do.
Okay, so we've got to drive all the way around to the other side of the city area. That's fine. We don't need to worry about it expiring on us, like we do with a freight market job at least. So there's that. Can we tell, based on the in-cockpit GPS, which trailer is ours? Not really, to be honest. We just go into the one-on-one, because they all look the same to me. Are you my trailer? No. Next. This is the downside to using the mod that I have enabled. That means you don't have a big glowing ring above the trailer, which is very immersion breaking. But it is kind of handy compared to not seeing it all. It's meant to give you just like a little, like a white tape crosshair underneath it. But it doesn't always show up. Not sure how I discover the truck stop area that's around the other side. Let's see if it's something that shows up as I drive around there. This? Is this just a I could have just driven through here. Oh well. That's just funny. And there's apparently a like truck stop area over here. That's weird. How confusing. But also how weird that it didn't just direct me to come out this way. Oh well. Oh, there's still green icons for these. There are two new for the mod. Oh, it's because security check, which is new. Probably just need a newer version of the mod. Where'd they do the security check going? Well, I guess to make sure you haven't stolen anything. But I would have thought they'd also do one going in to make sure you're not suspicious. That's a really weird place to stop, dude. You stopped half in front of my truck. If you wanted to let me out, just stop before. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna come across so I'm half blocking you and then stop to let you go.
Get ready to turn right.
Hey.
Turn right.
Oh, that didn't work. Try to be cheeky. Doesn't work so well. Alright, so we're going to go on the wrong side of the road for a lot of this stuff, because we've already been on the correct side of the road, going up there in the first place.
Finding new route.
So what happens if I just do a little bit of this?
Let's find a new route.
Oh, I've got to go all the way as far as this? That's annoying. And then we just go around here and skip across the other side here, looks like. Or there's a method to my madness. Well, not really. There's a madness to my methods. We go down here and then cut across here. And we're back where we were meant to be going.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
And that's how you discover an intersection, apparently. And we're not going to take the little back street bit that it tells me to. I'm just going to go up to the intersection and turn right.
Go straight. Keep right. Then exit right.
Why would I exit right that way?
Exit right.
Seems so weird.
Finding new route.
I guess it's technically shorter, you're not wrong, but
Turn right.
that doesn't seem like the sort of place you should be leading me with a trailer.
Turn right.
Okay, so let's look at this on the big screen. See if we can figure out what we haven't discovered as we get closer to the roundabout, and what we need to do. Okay, looks like it's literally just that bit there.
Roundabout.
So that means we can just do that.
Recomputing. Okay.
And that should be
That's
fine.
Never mind. Recomputing. Finding new route.
Cool. That's that city pretty much done.
Take the second exit. Keep right.
See if we ever come back here.
Exit now.
I bet this will only discover one half of the road at a time as we go along. No? Oh, but we missed the bit right by the roundabout. Okay. But we can just jump to the garage to do that at some point. Ah, dear. Try and be exhaustive about things and then just get screwed by tiny bits by intersections. It's the way that this works with map exploration in this game. This is not a great place to drive through at night, it seems. Looking to upgrade this road, looks like.
Turn left.
This is weird. Going left to go right always feels weird.
Keep left.
Just gonna drive halfway along the median in case I'm missing little bits along the way. Nothing on the other side of the road at all, of course. Through the intersection. Okay, well, we're at 90. Cruise control. And once again, unfortunately, it is dark. It's only 9:20. I got so used to driving up in the Baltic states where it was like light until 11 or something, and then sunrise was like 4:30. Now we're way, way further south. On the one hand, I appreciate the realism. On the other hand, I prefer having more daylight.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Why?
Exit right.
That's just the gas station, dude. I appreciate your zeal for discovery, but I'm not doing that right now. I don't know, maybe I should, but just feels annoying to do with a trailer, and I know that I'm going to have to come along here at some point again anyway. Fairly sure. To do the full north-south along this road. There's just too much else to have to deal with. But I can go through the gas station another time. It must just be a slightly shorter journey or something that really wants me to go that way. But at some point we're going to want to go off to the east up here, so we'll be back. So we're going to be passing another viewpoint along the way. Oh, yes, that's Nice. I'm hoping that we don't discover that. Because I want to know that I've not been there yet. And we're not going particularly close to it, but sometimes it's just a bad habit of you drive past it and you just hit on a little bit of road that's been flagged the wrong way. It's been flagged as part of that town, and you have discovered blah blah blah.
Right.
But no, I haven't. I'm not there. Please take it back.
Exit right.
I don't know which is which. But as always the case, I should have gone to the other one because someone else went to this one. Oh, okay, we know what those trucks are like. They don't stop for anyone. Okay, they all just snuck through without stopping at all. Why can't we do that? So the viewpoint, unfortunately, it's nighttime for, but it's okay in that if we go to it and watch it, then next time we come to watch it from the gallery, it'll always be at like midday with good weather.
Get ready to turn left.
So down
Turn
to
left.
our south is another example of where we just want to use a quick job. Because that clearly looks like a depot down there.
Turn right.
We just use a quick job to unlock that, discover the gas station, and then abandon the delivery. Just to get it out of the way.
Okay,
Oh, and I
let's
accidentally
find the
started
main
driving
road.
down there while I was saying all of that. So I wasn't paying attention.
Turn left.
So very confusing roads through here. It's gotta be a better way. Couldn't I have just gone straight ahead back further? Weird. What's this landmark up here anyway, I wonder? I mean, I hope it's something that's lit up, at least. Yeah, outside a camera shop. Brilliant. Kragujevac. Or something. Sounds Dutch. Dark streets. It's a creepy soundtrack going at the moment. It's like something out of Deus Ex or something. Got the moody viewpoint. Kinda like it. Okay, I don't know what that's meant to be showing me, but I can't see Jack. That's a case of we need to chuck it on the gallery, so it's at midday. Well, dude's tending his booze stall awfully late at night. Okay. I mean, except for one of the slides, where we could see literally nothing. We got the gist of it. Nice little town. Wonder if it was like a riverbank or something that it was trying to show me. It just wasn't lit up at all.
Go straight.
exciting music for driving through the night, through hill roads. And up here's the border crossing with Kosovo. Yeah, which way are we going? Let's pay attention this time. Trucks, this way. Okay. Like, I get that there's specific truck lanes, but it'd be kind of nice if in the game it's like, if you go the wrong way, it's fine. You just go through the car bit, it's whatever. Oh, okay, I meant to pull in for the way station, apparently. Alright, we'll play it. Oop. We'll do what we're told. You just get a fine otherwise, probably, which, you know, we have turned off anyway, but we'll be a good boy this time. Gas station, do we need to dip our nose into a little bit? Nope, it discovers anyway. See, more of that, please. Thank you. Meanwhile, this roundabout, I bet, is going to have little bits that don't get discovered. Okay. Let's do this, and then this, and go around the whole thing.
Exit now. Rerouting.
Looks like we managed to get the both sides of that. So then we do this,
Finding new route.
and then this. And we'll just demolish the signs, that's fine.
Never mind.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to actually damage me, but okay. Whatever.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
And then
Keep
dive from
right.
this side across to this side.
Recomputing.
And that should cover off both bits there. Okay. That should be that whole roundabout done, hopefully. Here's Pristina. Probably not in pristine condition, but a number of news footage pieces I've seen of this sort of place
Turn left.
over the last, I don't know, 30 years. That's a viewpoint. We could do that, yeah, we'll do that actually after we sleep. Like, we don't need to sleep just yet, but after we do this delivery, we're actually going to come back here, I think, with, do we have to, we don't have to leave this way. Okay, so we probably should have just done it then anyway. My thinking was that I would come back and do it, while it's daytime. Maybe we just turn around up here then.
Keep right, and then turn
And just
right.
go back to the viewpoint. At least that we've got it in the bag. Like saying before, we can always view them in perfect conditions by just viewing them from the gallery. So if we feel that it's not great, then that's fine. So let's go do that. Oof, there's bollards there. There's a photo off to our left as well. And that you can just change the time of day anyway. It'd be kind of nice if there was a way to do that with a viewpoint as well. Like have just a little sub menu before you actually start the viewpoint. They just gave you the option of like weather. National Library of Kosovo. Okay, that looks cool at night time anyway. So probably look even better from the other side, like where the other main road is. Let's see how close can we get? How far can we take our drone? Okay, that's pretty good. Let's get that out of the way. Actually, if we zoom, perhaps. There we go. Nice. That looks pretty good at night time. So doubling back a bit just to get the viewpoint.
Go straight.
So we'll turn around and do a U-E at the intersection here. Spinning around. Ah, at some point I pressed the button that changed my thing. Oh, of course, when I was in photo mode.
Go straight.
Okay. Center of Pristina. There we go. And it's well lit, so it doesn't actually matter that it's nighttime, really. And that's that. We don't need our high beams on anymore, being in town and everything. Not sure what the building off to the left up here is. Looks like is it a stadium, perhaps? Surprised that's not the photo op. But then the library looks cool, so... Kind of surprised that's not the viewpoint in that case. Or not, at least not featured.
Turn right.
Pull into this depot up here. Am I going to have to drive all the way down?
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Yeah, looks like it. Well,
When possible, make a U-turn.
maybe we just quick job that one. Because that's just going to be a pain. I was hoping it would just explore the whole thing as soon as I poked my nose in there, but instead, no, you've got to drive all the way down the bottom of that driveway.
Go straight.
We'll be back. There's far too much to discover of the roads around Pristina that there's no way we're not coming back here. Or maybe we could delivery from there to leave again. That would also work.
Keep right.
Ow. I didn't even see them coming. That's what happens when you run red lights. Obey the road rules, kids. Don't drive like I do. At least there's a services right by when we're dropping the trailer. Brilliant. God, skinny roads through here. Is there not a better way to come? Surely. A lot of rubbish
Turn
around too.
left.
This road here goes through, does it not? Does it not? Oh, it's private property. Okay, never mind. That's weird. It feels like that should have been where the road went. Nope, back alleys for me.
Get
I could have just made it that I could only access it from the other side.
Turn right.
They do that a lot everywhere else.
Good driving.
To be fair, I usually then complain about it, so... Let's just park that around here. We're not doing fancy parking jobs. We're barely driving properly, let alone parking properly. Yeah, and we still screwed it up. Here's my reverse isn't working. There we go. Did not want to do anything. Oh, apparently that's fine. Good. Good. Get it done. Get it dropped. Unfortunately, took some damage right at the end there. Yep. Not as much as I thought, to be honest. Hey, and now we're up to 3 out of 15, because that counted as 2 jobs. Fantastic.